Hey, gearheads and horsepower fanatics. Welcome to a journey through horsepower and heritage as we explore the 10 greatest American muscle cars of all time. From the streets to the racetrack, these cars represent the pinnacle of American automotive ingenuity and the pursuit of pure driving excitement. So buckle up, hold on to your hats, and get ready to dive into the world of chrome, steel, and tire-shredding torque. In 1964, Pontiac took the automotive world by storm with the GTO. This wasn't some big, flashy land yacht. It was a compact car packing a big block V8 punch. They stuffed a 389 cubic inch engine into a Tempest Le Mans, and bam, the muscle car was born. The GTO wasn't just about raw horsepower, though. It had style. Those stacked headlights, the sleek lines, it was a head-turner. The GTO started a revolution, proving that you didn't need a luxury price tag to have a whole lot of fun on four wheels. Let's talk about a car that practically defines the term muscle car. The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. Under the hood, you had the monstrous LS6 454 cubic inch V8, churning out an earth-shattering 450 horsepower. But the Chevelle SS 454 wasn't just about brute force. It had a certain swagger, a presence that demanded respect. Those flared fenders, the cowl induction hood, it looked like it was ready to pounce, even standing still. And when you unleashed that 454, it could eat asphalt and spit out rubber like nobody's business. The Chevelle SS 454 is an icon, a symbol of an era when gas was cheap, horsepower was king, and driving was an experience that sent shivers down your spine. Sometimes you see a car and you just have to laugh because it's so outrageous, so over the top. That's the 1970 Plymouth Road Runner Superbird for you. This thing looked like it drove straight out of a cartoon with that giant rear wing and aerodynamic nose cone. But don't let the looks fool you. The Superbird was a serious machine, built with one purpose in mind: to dominate NASCAR. Underneath that outlandish sheet metal was a race-bred chassis and a thumping 426 Hemi V8 engine that could propel this bird to over 180 miles per hour. The Superbird is a legend, a testament to the wild and wacky days of muscle car development when anything was possible. Let's talk about a car that was born to race, the 1967 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. This wasn't some boulevard cruiser. This was a purpose-built track weapon designed to take on Ford in the Trans Am Racing Series. The Z28 was powered by a small but mighty 302 cubic inch V8 engine that loved to rev high. It wasn't about brute horsepower. It was about handling, agility, and outmaneuvering the competition. The 1967 Camaro Z28 was a driver's car, a machine that rewarded skill and precision behind the wheel. It's a reminder that sometimes it's not about sheer power, but about how you use it that counts. In 1949, the Oldsmobile Rocket 88 changed everything. It wasn't the flashiest car on the road, but under the hood was a revolution. The first mass-produced overhead valve V8 engine, dubbed the Rocket V8. This thing was a game changer. It was powerful, it was efficient, and it made the Oldsmobile Rocket 88 the hottest car on the road. The Rocket 88 wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. It sparked the American obsession with horsepower, and it paved the way for the muscle car era that followed. Without the Rocket 88, who knows what American cars would look like today? The 1965 Shelby Mustang GT-350 is more than just a car, it's a legend. Carroll Shelby took the already sporty Mustang, beefed up the suspension, added some serious brakes, and then, of course, there was the engine, a 289 cubic inch V8 tuned to within an inch of its life. The GT-350 was a force to be reckoned with on the track. racking up wins and turning heads wherever it went. The Shelby Mustang GT-350 proved that America could build world-class sports cars, cars that could compete with the best from Europe. It's a legacy that lives on today, a testament to the power of passion, ingenuity, and a whole lot of horsepower. The 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt was built for one purpose: to dominate the drag strip. This was a factory-built race car disguised in a relatively unassuming Fairlane body. Under the hood, though, lurked a monster, a 427 cubic inch V8 engine, force-fed by dual Holley 4-barrel carburetors. Ford only built 100 of these beasts, and they quickly became legends on the drag strip. The Thunderbolt was a no-nonsense, all-business machine that struck fear into the hearts of its competitors. It's a reminder that sometimes the most exhilarating drives are the ones measured in seconds and fractions of a mile. The 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 has it all: power, style, and a name that echoes through history. Carroll Shelby took the Mustang to a new level with the GT500, packing a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine. But the GT500 wasn't just about force. It had a sleek, muscular design that stood out. The 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 is a true American icon. The 1978 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is pure Hollywood cool. This wasn't just a car, it was a star thanks to its role in Smokey and the Bandit. With its black and gold paint scheme, screaming chicken on the hood, and that unmistakable shaker scoop, the Trans Am was the epitome of 1970s style. Under the hood, you could get a range of powerful V8 engines, including the iconic 400 cubic inch. The Trans Am was all about attitude, about cruising down the highway with the wind in your hair and a song in your heart. It was a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and the joy of the open road. Some people will tell you the muscle car is dead. Well, I'm here to tell you those people are wrong. The 2015 Ford Mustang Shelby GT-350R proves the spirit of the muscle car is alive. Under the hood, a 5.2-liter flat-top V8 engine screams to 8,250 RPM. But it's more than just a powerful engine. With cutting-edge suspension, brakes, and aerodynamics, it's a true track weapon. This car can hang with the best sports cars in the world while still being a Mustang at heart. The 2015 Ford Mustang Shelby GT-350R shows the muscle car is far from dead. And that brings us to the end of the road, folks. We hope you enjoyed this high-octane ride through history. Which of these muscle cars revs up your heart the most? For me, it's tough to choose just one. Each of these cars represents a different aspect of the American spirit, a time when horsepower was king and the open road was calling.